Welcome to Organic Chemistry YouTube channel. In this part, we'll discuss mutarotation of D-glucose, Howard projection of D-glucose, and reactions of cyclic form of D-glucose. Now we will discuss cyclic hemiacetal form of glucose. The open chain structure of glucose does not answer some of the reactions they are. The open chain structure of glucose we studied in the last chapter. That glucose does not answer few reactions they are. It does not show carbonyl absorption in IR spectra. Glucose contains aldehyde group CHO group, but it is not showing its absorption in IR spectra. Second one is glucose does not give Skiff's test for aldehyde. For aldehyde it is not giving Skiff's test. Glucose pentacetate does not react with hydroxylamine. Hydroxylamine is not reacting with the aldehyde. Next one is glucose does not react with Grignard reagent. So here also the aldehyde group is not answered for the Grignard reagent. All reaction shows the absence of free aldehyde group. These all reactions shows that there is no aldehyde group present in the glucose. Now we have to see what arrangement has taken place for this aldehyde group. We will discuss the important topic mutarotation. Isolation of two crystalline form of D-glucose. Two crystalline forms. We will discuss what are the two crystalline forms. D-glucose can be obtained in two crystalline forms depending on the condition. Yes. First one is if ordinary D-glucose is recrystallized from concentrated aqueous solution at 30 degrees Celsius, the alpha form of D-glucose is obtained. In aqueous solution at 30 degrees Celsius, alpha form of D-glucose is obtained. We will see what is alpha form of D-glucose. Its melting point is 146 degrees Celsius and the specific rotation is very important. It is plus 113. Next one is if ordinary D-glucose is recrystallized from glacial acetic acid at 150 degrees Celsius, the beta form of D-glucose is obtained. We will see what is beta form of D-glucose. Its melting point is 150 degrees Celsius and its specific rotation is plus 19. If one of the crystalline form, either it is alpha D-glucose or beta D-glucose, is dissolved in water and allowed to stand, the specific rotation of the solution changes gradually and reaches the final value of plus 53. That is, this is the specific rotation of alpha D-glucose. Plus 113 is changed to plus 53 and specific rotation of beta D-glucose plus 19 is changed to plus 53. This final stage can be reached more fastly by heating the solution or by adding acid or base. Next, the definition of mutarotation. The spontaneous change in the specific rotation of a solution of an optically active compound is called mutarotation. What is optically active? This is the open chain form of D-glucose. It contains 4 asymmetric carbon C2, C3, C4 and C5. D-glucose contains 1 aldehyde group and 5 hydroxyl group. There exists an intramolecular interaction between this aldehyde and this hydroxyl group at C5. According to Bayes train theory, 5 and 6 membered ring is more stable compared to 3 and 4 membered ring. And among 5 and 6, 5 membered ring system contains less bond strain than the 6 membered ring. So, the hydroxyl group at C5 will react with this aldehyde group. The long COC bond shows the point of attachment. Now, we will imagine C double bond O is present in the right hand side. There exists an intramolecular interaction between this OH and this carbon atom. This hydrogen is attached with this oxygen and this oxygen is attached with this carbon atom. So, we arrive with this product alpha D glucose, that is OH is present towards the right hand side. Now, we will imagine if OC double bond O is present towards the left hand side, then this oxygen will attach with this carbon and this oxygen present at the left hand side we will arrive with this product, and it is beta D glucose. Its melting point is 150 degrees Celsius and specific rotation is plus 19 degrees. Here alpha D glucose melting point is 146 degrees Celsius and its specific rotation is plus 113 degrees. As a result of the cyclization reaction, the C1 hemiacetal carbon becomes asymmetric. When hydrogen present in the hydroxyl group at C5 adds to the aldehyde, the OH group formed at C1 may move either towards the left hand side or right hand side. Thus we get two isomers. Yes, I said earlier. The isomer having the hydroxyl group to the left of C1 is designated as beta D glucose. Yes, we have discussed. The isomer having the hydroxyl group to the right of the C1 is designated as alpha D glucose. Alpha D glucose and beta D glucose are diastereomers. They differ only in configuration at C1. The diastereomers formed by cyclization are anomers, and this carbon C1 is called anomeric carbon. Now we will see the explanation of mutarotation. The phenomenon of mutarotation can be explained on the basis of cyclic form of D-glucose. We can explain mutarotation only in the cyclic form of D-glucose. The initial rotation of plus 113, here it is, plus 113 is caused by alpha D-glucose, and the initial rotation of plus 19 is caused by beta D glucose. In solid states, they are very stable, and when any one of this form are placed in the solution, it changes slowly to the other form. A gradual change in the specific rotation occurs between two forms and a final value of plus 53 is obtained. There is a change in the specific rotation, so the final value of plus 53 is obtained. This is very important. Haworth projection of D-glucose. The Fischer projection does not completely explain the cyclic hemiacetal form of D-glucose. What is Fischer projection? We used to write the open chain of glucose by vertical and horizontal lines, that is called as Fischer projection. So Haworth proposed a cyclic form of glucose. This is the Haworth projection, that is the cyclic form of glucose. This is one cyclic form and this is also cyclic form. The lower thickened edge, this is the lower thickened edge, it is facing towards us and projected to the right in the Fischer go below the plane of the ring. This is alpha D glucose open chain aldehyde form. For our convenience, we have bent this bond and write this structure. This is alpha D glucopyranose. Why it is called as pyranose? Pyranose represents 6 numbered ring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we use the word pyranose. Alpha D glucose. This is C1. If H and OH, H is pointed towards upside and OH towards downside, it is called as alpha D glucopyranose. This specific rotation is plus 113 and melting point is 146, we have seen earlier. And this is the beta D glucopyranose. Why we are saying it as beta? Because the OH is pointing towards upside and H towards this down position. This specific rotation is plus 19 degree. Melting point is 150 degrees Celsius. This is the Haworth projection of D-glucose. Now, reactions with cyclic form of D-glucose. Either we can take alpha D-glucose or beta D-glucose. Here we have taken the alpha D-glucopyranose. Reactions with acetic anhydride. Alpha D-glucose react with acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine to give alpha D-glucopyranose pentaacetate. Pentaacetate. Here alpha D-glucose have 5 OH group, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This 5 OH group react with this acetyl group, will get alpha D-glucopyranose pentaacetate. Since 5 OH groups are there, we are getting pentaacetyl in this product. Next is a reaction with alcohol. D-glucose reacts with alcohol to form D-glucoside. SIDE represents ether. Here alpha D-glucopyranose, same we are taking, reacts with the methanol CH3OH. This OH and this OH both are reacting with each other. Only one water molecule is eliminated and we'll get OCH3 towards this position. This represents the ether functional group. So we get the name methyl alpha D glucopyranose. Third one is reaction with amines. D-glucose reacts with the dimethylamine to give N-dimethyl alpha D-glucose. Reacts with the dimethylamine. Here this OH and this H is going to eliminate as water molecule. This N is going to directly attach with this carbon 1. So we get the product N-dimethyl alpha D-glucopyranose. Now simply we'll see what are the uses of glucose. Glucose, commonly called sugar, is an important energy source that is needed by all the cells and organs of our body. Examples, muscles and brain. Glucose or sugar comes from the food we eat. Carbohydrates such as fruit, bread and cereals are common sources of glucose. Glucose is used to treat very low blood sugar, most often in people with diabetes mellitus. Glucose works by quickly increasing the amount of glucose level in our blood. Glucose is also used to provide carbohydrate calories to a person who cannot eat because of illness or other medical conditions. As it travels through our bloodstream to our cell, it is called blood glucose or blood sugar. Insulin is a hormone that moves glucose from your blood into the cells for energy and storage. Organic chemistry is very easy to read. For queries, you can contact me at orgchem.simplified@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.